Today I'm here at Devetter Fitness to show you guys some great tips if you've already lost those New Year's resolutions for workouts as well as how to keep on track.
4 quick tips that'll help them out. The first one is you want to revisit your goals and make sure that they're doable, because a lot of people set goals that are way too high and then they're disappointed when they don't get there. Then you want to recommit to those goals. So say, you know what, I'm gonna give another try. Change some things and get there. The next thing is you want to recommit to keeping a food journal and an exercise journal. And the final one is you want to recommit to social support. So find a girlfriend, find a husband or a wife or somebody to join in with you on the process of getting fit this year. There's an acronym called SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. And so we'd rather have somebody set a goal for 4 pounds a month and then exceed that goal. You know, if you can get to that goal and then do better, then you're going to be happy and you're going to feel great. If you set a goal for 12 pounds, you only get 8, then you might be disappointed and not feel like continuing on, because it's hard work.
You're going to show us some exercises that we can do at home, on the go, in the gym, different places, right?
Yep, so this is called the Re-Resolve workout, and basically we've just got 4 simple exercises that anybody can do at home. And part of the reason we're doing that is because we want to give people something that they know they can do. Let's do 1 to 2 sets of this workout consistently, and then maybe gradually start bumping it up, rather than me giving you an extremely hard workout. You do it once or twice and you quit. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is a plank hold, and that is one of the best exercises you can do for ab strength, low back strength, shoulder strength. But basically the nice thing is you can start out with a modified plank hold, which is on your knees, or a full plank hold, which is going to be a little bit harder. And there are actually harder variations, but we wanted to start out simple. So I recommend that you start out with 30 seconds to a minute of a plank hold, and then if it gets too easy, you can always bump it up to a more difficult version. The big thing on the plank hold is you want to make sure that your elbows are under your shoulders, or your hands if you're doing a straight arm plank, and you definitely want to make sure that you're pretty straight across. You don't want to let your hips sink too low, because that can be hard on the discs in your low back. And if you raise your rear end up too high, you're cheating a little bit. Yep, so you want to find that middle ground. The next exercise is a mountain climber. And actually the mountain climber we put in there because it'll bump up your heart rate, get you breathing a little bit harder, wear you out a little bit, but it's actually working a lot of the same muscles, your abs, your hip flexors, also your shoulders. And some of the keys are very similar to on the plank hold. We want to keep the rear end down, but not too low so that you're hurting your back. The beginning mountain climber starts out with just kind of a slow tapping or slow stepping in the foot. After that, you can go a little bit faster, same thing. And if you really want to get after it, then you do the jumping, kind of jump from one to the other, and that'll really get your heart rate up. So number 3 is a squat, and actually there's a couple variations for that too. I recommend if somebody's never worked out or hasn't done it very much, they start out with the bench squat. Just sit down to the bench and back up, make sure your knees aren't coming in, and just work up until you can do 10 in a row pretty easy before you try the next one. The next one is just a basic squat. We're squatting all the way down, and they're using their elbows to touch inside their knees, which actually kind of teaches their body the correct motion of squatting.
Okay, so you've got the squats, and then we added weights on as well.
If you want to add a dumbbell, probably the next step is holding the dumbbell right here. That can be called a goblet squat. And then there's even harder variations where you put 2 dumbbells on your shoulder. So there's a lot of variations. I'd recommend that you start out a little bit easier and then work up. Number 4 is a hinge. It's either a dumbbell or a kettlebell hinge. What you're going to do is you're going to hold it right here on your lower ribs. It's not a squat, so we're not bending our knees like we were on the squat, but you're going to start with a little bend in your knees. And then I like to tell people that if you're married, you want to bow down to your husband or bow down to your wife, reach that rear end back and keep your back straight and bow down. It's a full body workout, and so like I said earlier, we want to help people just be successful. Maybe only do 1 set of everything the first time, and you do that for a couple weeks, and then you gradually work up.
This is great for starting out at home, but what if people want to come to Devetter and train with you or one of the other amazing trainers you guys have got here?
Yeah, well right now, Mel, we've got a re-resolution kickstart package, and so what we're doing for people who want to just kind of maybe check in and see why they're not getting to where they want to be, they can come in, they can get 3 personal training sessions, they can get a fitness assessment, a crash course nutrition, and a functional movement screen. Normally it's $450. We're doing 3 sessions for $99.
Wow, that is an amazing deal.
Just to get people started and get them going.
And And one other little tip coming from fashionista, I have to say this, but I always feel better when I'm working out in cute clothes. You feel more confident, and so that's always great. And a great place to get those is Scheels. So definitely check out Scheels for great clothes, shoes, and everything else you need to have the right workout gear. So thank you so much, Chaz and Devetter Fitness, and we will be working out and definitely coming to see you. For Fox 42 News, this is Mal Pearson.